Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino. Who else were you expecting? People, listen, I want you to sit down and relax a little bit here. I'm starting to go a little zany already, so let's hope I keep it together throughout this video blog. Yes, it is Tuesday, November 23rd, 2021. Let's start off with this. Did you see what happened to crude oil today? Once in a while I get it right. I explained to you prior to there being any kind of release from the U.S. strategic oil reserves that it would do nothing. And it would be maybe just a Band-Aid. Well, it was announced by our illustrious retard president, Joe Biden, that he was, going to release 50 million barrels of crude oil from the strategic reserves. And what happened? Well, crude oil ripped higher, all right? Nearing $79 a barrel today, putting on about 2.6%. Imagine the shock of Greg Mannarino. Allow me to explain something to you. You see, this would never come out of the mouth of our illustrious blank president. I'll let you fill in the blank in the comments, okay? Our illustrious blank, that's your job, fill it in right now, president. What he will not tell you is very obvious. Look, this is a lie by omission by yet another politician. Hey, that rhymes. A lie by omission by another politician. Join in. A lie by omission by another politician. A lie by omission by another politician. Yeah. Here's what he won't tell you. This is what no one will tell you. But I'm going to tell you. Because you know why? Because I got your back. I always do. So, President illustrious blank President Biden, oh yeah, was touting how great this was going to be. He's going to lower energy prices. He's going to release crude oil from the strategic reserves. That's going to help everybody. Well, the opposite effect happened today. Now, why would that happen? Let's think. How about this? What he won't tell you is that 50 million barrels a day is nothing. All right. In the U.S. alone, we use about 20 million barrels a day. Worldwide, about 97 million barrels of oil per day. Do you think for a nanosecond that the freak, Joe Biden, or anybody else here, really didn't know that? Oh, you don't believe Greg Mannarino? You don't believe my stats that I just told you? Well, look it up for yourself, okay? The market's laughing, and so is OPEC. I told you that OPEC would be protected. Absolutely. That's the job here of the President of the United States. You have to understand that, okay? They don't work for you. They work for the New World Order. They work for the central banks. They work for OPEC. You have no representation. Zero. And that's, look, what they're going to do, the mainstream media is going to try to twist your mind. You see, and Joe Biden, he's going to go into some kind of damage control because, believe me, as stupid as you may believe the man is, and he's definitely, pretty stupid, probably a little senile too, he's not that stupid because the number he released, the 50 million barrels, this was done strategically. Okay, it sounds like a big number, 50 million barrels, and a lot of his worshipers, yes, Joe Biden has worshipers. I hear from them every day. They hate my guts. Every time I speak bad about Joe Biden, well, I get slammed. Well, what else would you expect? I don't believe in the system at all. I think presidents, all of them are puppets. They don't work for you. I don't care what kind of hairstyle they may have or color their complexion, whatever it might be. Okay, they're things, okay, and they're just put there as a figurehead to get people to bow down. No, they have no say-so in anything that's going on here. So, you see, this was very misleading, and it was strategically done by President blank, you know who I'm talking about. Well, again, he knows for a fact that the U.S. uses about 20 million barrels a day. He knows worldwide, 97 million barrels a day. So that 50 million, all it did was assure the market that, don't worry about it, crude will stay high. It's a game, people. I say this to you over and over again. How many of you really understand that this is just a game, that this really is just a freak show? I say that every day. It's a freak show, and that's all it is. You want to talk about a freak show? Let's delve a little deeper into the freak show. So we understand what recently happened. Yet again, Fed Chair Yellowstone Powell, I call him Yellowstone, and now his second in command, Lael Brainard. We have a new name for her. Instead of Lael Brainard, it's Lowlife Braintard. Lowlife Braintard. Okay, so this new tag team, Yellowstone and Lowlife Braintard, are going to double fist feed the world. And that is what they are planning on doing, people. They're going to flood the world even more with debt like you can't even believe. You think the second wave of inflation that I told you was coming, it's here now? You think this is bad? You haven't seen a damn thing yet. We heard more lies today out of the mouth of Yellowstone, explaining how our economy is expanding. He went as far as to say our economy here in the United States is expanding faster than it has in years. Really? Is that why he continues to run his inflation creation machine? Why he continues to issue trillions of dollars in debt through one door and then buy it back through another? Is that why? So our economy is booming? No, absolutely. It's a complete lie. He's deliberately in the business of creating not just high inflation, but massive inflation. This is a takeover of the world and a wipeout of the middle class. Period. The end. But again, you must be lied to. You must be misled. You have to believe there's a bigger plan, just like the last guy. Remember the plan that was supposed to work? It didn't work out too well. This plan here is going exactly according to plan. Again, you got the freak Biden over here. Oh yeah. We are gonna lower prices of energy and crude oil. Oh yes, we're gonna release 50 million barrels from the strategic reserves. Whammo! Crude goes higher. He had a paradoxical effect that he knew would happen. Okay, like I just said, look up the numbers in case you don't believe it. Here in the United States, we use 20 million barrels a day. Worldwide, about 100 million a day. 50 million? 50 million? It's nothing. Nothing, zero. And crude is going much higher. He knows it. He's not that stupid. He really isn't. Anyway, by the way, we have another crisis. It's a glass bottle shortage crisis. Yes, make it up. Make it up. You don't believe what Greg Mannarino is telling you? Oh, yeah. I would be willing to bet that if you just looked it up, you would see that I'm correct. Oh, yeah. You see, we go from crisis to crisis to crisis, no matter how asinine it may be. Crisis, crisis, crisis. That's all it is. Nothing, again, what is it? What is this doing? It's just another mind screw of the highest possible order. Look, even though, and I think it's obvious to you, that Yellowstone over there is explaining that our economy is expanding at its fastest pace in years. That's what he said. Quote, we know for a fact all you have to look at is the U.S. debt to GDP ratio, and you will see that as a percentage of GDP, like I've been telling you since time immemorial, our economy is shrinking at its fastest pace ever. But you're not supposed to know that. You're supposed to be lied to yet again. People, I can't tell you. The propaganda ministry is in full swing. This is not the United States of America anymore. This is some other kind of twisted reality. And I think you know that. And now we have Yellowstone and Lowlife Braintard who are going to double fist screw all of us. I was going to use another word, but I don't think that's allowed here. Anyway, let us move forward here. I wrote down so much stuff today. So let me ask you this. Since you're a market expert, and you are, if you follow this blog. If you follow this blog, There is not another person on earth, not even if they work at the most prestigious firm on Wall Street, who knows more about the market than you do. Okay, you know the inner workings of it. You know the dark underbelly of it. You laugh when you see things today, like today, for example, crude oil surging higher after what happened, after the puppet, because that's all he is. You know how this went down. Let me explain this to you. The puppet Biden was told to say, okay, you are going to release 50 million barrels. Sounds like a big number, and people are going to eat it up. They're going to think you really care about them because you're trying to help them. But all he did was cause energy prices to surge, okay? Being told to, again, propagate this $50 million barrel thing is nonsense. Because, see, the powers that be don't think you're smart enough to just look it up for yourself. How many barrels does the world use a day? And now you can see why we had this gain. People, like I've told you, nothing is what it seems to be. Let's move forward before this video gets too long. Cryptocurrencies did well today, catching a bid. Gold and silver falling under pressure. Are you watching the MMRI? 99.9 the last time I looked at it. 99.9. Risk in this market is getting to be a little bit ugly, okay? Once we hit 100, we are now in moderate risk, and the market is ignoring it. Okay, good. Let the market ignore it. Let the market stay in its euphoric stage, okay? You and I are going to remain steadfast, doing exactly what we've been doing, okay? We're not going to deviate. We're not going to change, okay? We cannot be beaten. We know what they're going to do before they do it, okay? What if I told you a secret? What if I told you something that some of you may not believe, some of you will believe? What if I told you that Greg Mannarino is kind of a time traveler in a way? And, well, I'm just going to leave it at that, all right? Anyway, maybe there is a secret to my success. Maybe there is. You have to say that my record is, look back at my record for as far back as you want to go. It's pretty astonishing, isn't it? Yeah. You think that maybe there's a little more to it than meets the eye? Maybe. People, please share this video. Get it out there. Ponder the things I spoke about, and I want you to fill in the blank for me. And whatever else you feel like throwing in here, just for fun. Because I'm going to read the comments, and I'm going to laugh. You people, you're so great, all of you. I love all of you with all my heart. I mean that. And we are building quite a team. We're really knocking on the 200,000 subscriber door here. And this is not just Greg Mannarino's thing. Time traveler, Greg Mannarino. No. Wherever he may be. He's traveling through time right now. But this is our thing. Our thing, okay? And it's going to be huge, tremendous, because we are making a difference in the world of people. That's what it's all about. We got to make a difference, okay? See you in the morning.